Hey everyone, long time no see. I'm just here to do a review on a book that a friend recommended me. It honestly was one of those books where someone recommends it to you and you want to give it a shot because you think they're cool, but you read the synopsis and it just doesn't sound like your kind of vibe at all. And you read it and you love it and you know why that person is an acquaintance or friend or whatever because they know you and they know what you like and they've given you a beautiful gift, a gift of a book that you never would have read without them. And this book is actually pretty perfect for October. It's suspense thriller, I would say. It's not horror. It's not a book that you would read to be really scared or creeped out. It's a book that will make you think and feel kind of eerie vibes. And actually, this book has a foreword by Stephen King, who wrote it, I think, in the 90s for the book, saying that this author really inspired him with his writing in his early days. The author in the book I'm talking about, it's The House Next Door by Anne Rivers Siddon, I think is her name. She was actually a best-selling author for about 20 years, I think through the 70s to the 90s. She wrote Peachtree Road. All her books were basically set in the South, and she was the voice of the South, making it to the Georgia Writers Hall of Fame. Some people said she was like the author of Gone with the Wind. Oh, I'm blanking on her name. Margaret Margaret Mitchell, but with a horror twist, with like if Rhett Butler was vampire, say something like that. Which I bet there's a fan fiction out there that is like that, and I should probably go and find it because that will make my life complete. Although I've never even read Gone with the Wind, it's too long and the character is too unrelatable to me. My sister tried, and if she can't do it, I can't do it. So anyway, this book is basically about a couple who lives in this like richy neighborhood, and there's a new house going up, a modern house, which from the picture it does not look modern at all, which is kind of hilarious. It looks very 80s, but I love that. And they're not happy. No one in the neighborhood is happy. So a young couple moves in, and basically terrible things happen to that couple. So, okay, well, that was bad. The main, couple, Colette and Walter thing. But the architect tells them, they become friends with the architect of the house, and he tells them there's something eerie about it. And at first they're like, you probably just need to take a vacation. But when the second couple moves in and worse things happen to that couple, it makes Coquette start to think, along with being in the house herself and feeling like it totally took control over her at one point, and it could have ruined her life. And basically, that's what it's doing to everyone who moves in. So when the last couple moves in, they're at the point where they feel like they need to warn them if they're decent human beings, and they may sound crazy, but they gotta go all in. And that's basically what the book is about. And there's times when you're wondering what's up with the house. Is it haunted? Is the architect a demon? Like, what is happening? Is it in her mind? And throughout the book, you're just wondering that, and you go through all these roller coasters of thoughts and emotions and what's going to happen next. And once you really get into it, it's a really fast read. It doesn't start off the, the most interesting. It takes a few chapters. You're just getting to know the characters. And these characters aren't going to be very relatable to a lot of people. They're higher class, middle aged couple in the 80s, and you can tell. They talk about polo shirts and they talk about not understanding um, lower class families, I guess. It's sometimes you're like, yikes, when they say certain things about society and the world and whatnot. But most of all, you start to sympathize with them. They are, they do have a good cause, and they're not totally unrelatable and dislikable. So I would give this a read, especially in October if you don't want to go full horror, but you want to be a little, eeried out. You want a little bit of Stephen King, but with a female voice. Uh, so I would highly recommend this book if you like Stephen King, if you don't want 100% horror monsters, you just want maybe suspense thriller type of thing with a twist at the end. I would totally recommend this book, and I'm going to read probably at least a couple others by this author pretty soon. Um, if you follow my channel, I am going to be trying to do at least one other spooky book in October. I'm actually reading Gideon the Ninth, which I know it's probably YouTube's probably saturated with reviews of that book, but I can see why, because it's awesome. And I'm not even halfway through yet, so I'm probably going to review that. And if there's any other book recommendations you guys want me to check out, feel free to leave them in the comments. Once again, really sorry I haven't been on here, but I am planning my wedding less than 2 weeks away. If you could see the side of the room, it's all suitcases and a hot mess, so that's why you can't, because I turned the camera the other way. But anyway, so have a good week. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.